Hey lovely people of YouTube, so I decided to do a draw of my life since every single YouTuber has done it, and I think it's about time I did one. Just so you know, I can't draw to save my life. Even though my school claimed that I was gifted and talented at art, for some reason I do not believe them in the slightest bit, so I'm afraid stickmen will have to do. So, let's start at the beginning. In a galaxy far, far away.
No. Sorry, wrong story.
So my journey begins on the 17th of December when my mum Claire and my dad Paul welcomed me to the planet Earth. I was originally meant to be a Christmas baby, but obviously baby me didn't like the whole idea about having my birthday then, so I came a week early, which is also just a week after my mum's birthday, so technically her late birthday present was me, which was definitely her best. I was named Sally by my mum, who mainly liked the name because you smile when you say it. See, you just smiled, proved it. So, at last, it was finally time for little baby me to discover a very strange thing called humanity and the world. Growing up, I was a very happy child who was always full of beans and quite hyperactive. I guess you could say I was like the pink bunny from the UKnUSA advert who was always on the go. I know that is a rubbish drawing of a bunny. I had a really big family growing up, filled with siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins and all that jazz, you know, the normal family unit. Maybe not as many as I've drawn right here. And I actually love being part of a big family. It would always be nice to have a big family gatherings, especially around the holidays like Easter and Boxing Day, which has become some kind of tradition on my mum's side of the family, where we'd all come together, open presents, sing songs and play Christmassy games. Obviously that will be around Christmas, not Easter. I guess one of my earliest memories has to be the first memory I have of Queen. So growing up, like I said, I was very much like the bunny from the UKnUSA advert. However, this one time around Christmas, yes, most of my stories are around Christmas, my mum was actually watching the Queen Greatest Fix 2 video, and she was in the kitchen making Christmas dinner, and I suddenly walked in. I was 2 at the time, and I was very much fixed to the screen upon seeing the legend that is Freddie Mercury. So obviously when CDs came into the world,
Yes, I am that old.
the existence of Queen became more well known to me. I even used to dress up as Freddie Mercury with an extra little detail of eyeliner pencil drawn on for a moustache, and then I used to also drum on pots and pans watching Queen live at Wembley with chopsticks trying to be Roger Taylor. I know I was sad, alright? I will never forget turning 5, mainly because that's when I mainly asked my mum where Freddie was. Now, because I was born after Freddie died, I did not know that he had passed away by this time, so when my mum actually told me what had happened to him, I was so upset. I cried for ages and ages, knowing that I would never see my true hero ever, and that the videos and DVDs that I owned would be the only way I could ever have known what Freddie must have been like live, which is quite a sad thought, really. Now, liking Queen since you were 2 made growing up in the 90s very hard. With most kids my age listening to Steps, Spice Girls and S Club 7, I was still sticking to a band which had been long gone before any of me or my friends existed. So often I was teased about it, especially in secondary school, whereby people would bully me about liking a band with a gay singer. But obviously I'll get to that later. So I guess the next step in my life has to be primary school instead, which definitely has to be one of the best things ever in my life. I absolutely loved my primary school, mainly because I met some of the best friends there. Whilst being there, I met Lauren, Jerry and Catherine, hope they are watching, hi guys, all of which who have remained my friends throughout my child and adult life. We were quite a crazy bunch of kids growing up. I always remember playing Harry Potter, you know, firing spells at each other or pretending we were the Scooby-Doo gang, which actually could bring up another subject, which is a good segue. Another memory or obsession, I should say, would also have to be when the world of Harry Potter came into my life during my childhood. I was quite young when my sister started to read me the books, and I was in love with it. Then, when I heard that there was going to be a film, I could not wait. My love then doubled once the first Harry Potter film came out, and I still love it to this day. Maybe not as extreme though. Yes, I was one of those children who had everything Harry Potter. The books, the film, the Lego, the pencil case, the wand. I know that is a rubbish drawing of a wand. Even a big collection of posters, some of which are actually still on my walls today. We even continued this in our adult life when we went to the midnight showings of the last few films, and of course when myself, Lauren and Jerry camped out at Trafalgar Square to meet all of the stars at the last premiere. Definitely something I will never forget, and that's not in a good way. Look at that, that's London. Way! So the next story has to be the most depressing, worst bit of the story in my entire life. So, you are taken away from your delightful, safe primary school to the hell house which is known as secondary school. Yes, years of teasing, bullying, exams, and mean children who looked like they should be starring in The Omen made my life a living hell in my teens. I wasn't exactly a cool kid growing up, and they were a constant reminder that I wasn't and would probably never be a cool kid. However, saying this, I still did have some good memories being at school. I still had loads of good friends who weren't psychopaths who would offer if they wanted to staple my hair. And I also had some amazing teachers who I'll never forget and who taught me everything I use in my day-to-day life now. One of the best was definitely my media teacher, who made me love films more and more, and who let my imagination run wild once I was asked to do a radio play or a film for my course. I guess you could say he was like a real life Obi-Wan Kenobi. But apart from media and films, another thing that made my teen years complete and sane, and not like the real version of Psycho, was obviously my music side. Since playing the guitar since I was 10 and then receiving my first drum kit when I was 17, I simply jammed to try and cope with all of the anger and stress of teen school life, which is also when I joined a good old faithful website known as YouTube. I was really bad at it at first. I just used to put up videos of actors who had crushes on, like David Thewlis, Gary Oldman, Ralph Fiennes and Johnny Depp, to Queen or Beatles music. But after questioning about my skills, I decided to put on an Elvis Presley cover on. And immediately on the video my views went up, as well as my subscribers and the kind words that people had to say about my playing and my interest in music. I am over the moon that the video has now received over 9,000 views and 55 likes, and I thank everyone who has viewed it. Soon after this, I then started to put up drum covers from Queen and the Beatles, and it was great getting connected with all of you and seeing the comments about my playing. So, with school and college ending, and every single grown-up asking you, "So Sally, what do you want to do for the rest of your life?" I had to think whether I wanted to quickly go out into the working world or if I wanted to go to university. And me being me, wanting to work in the film industry, I went for the first option. So out I went into the world, begging and pleading people to let me have work experience, and out of every letter or email or phone call I made, I did not get a reply back. That is until I got one very memorable letter from Pinewood Studios, who asked if I wanted to come along and do some work experience. Instantly, my love for films grew more and more, as well as the job opportunities, and I got to meet some amazing people, all of which have given me the confidence to think that I will get into the industry with a high head and loads of confidence under me. So, this is where my story is at the moment. I am still on YouTube doing covers for all of you, as well as expressing my love for random crap like Queen, Sherlock, Back to the Future, Harry Potter and McFly. I've also created a second channel with my good friend Danny, who I've known for a long time, and we do vlogs and covers on a regular basis. So if you haven't checked us out, please do, I'll put a link below. I also have a great job working as a media apprentice, and I was even in a band a few years ago with some amazing people. Hopefully we'll get back together and jam some more, fingers crossed. But all of you guys are the main reason I am still on YouTube. Seeing Queen, Beatles, Green Day, Elvis and McFly fans giving me their support is amazing, and I hope I can keep it for a few more years to come. Thank you so much for viewing, and if you are new to my channel and like anything that my life includes apart from my drawings, then please do subscribe, as I love to see new people pop up and to see your kind words. So, peace out, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Bye!